feel very honored to speak on this auspicious day of the Vyasa Puja celebration of His Divine Grace, Srila Jayapataka Swami Maharaj. I was very much inspired by his lectures the last few days. This morning he was talking about the importance of hearing from the acharyas, the mouths of the pure devotees. Prabhupada says he said, when everyone is sleeping in the dark age of Kali, then when an acharya comes, a great devotee comes, by his calling, again people are becoming again attracted to the Vedas. So this is the mercy of a pure devotee. By his calling, people become attracted again to follow Vedic principles. And actually we see this, how Prabhupada has established this mission to the non-Vedic people. But when we hear the message through the voice of the pure devotee, then again we're attracted to the teachings of the Vedas, the essential teachings. Specifically understanding our relationship with Krishna, which is the one of the main missions of the Guru, is to establish the disciple's relationship with Krishna and take him back to Godhead. So Jayapataka Maharaj was saying, by the mercy of the dust of the feet of pure devotees, then we can understand Krishna consciousness. So it is the dust particles of the lotus feet of the pure devotee that actually enlighten us. It's described in Srimad Bhagavatam that there are saffron dust particles on the lotus feet of the Lord. And because the pure devotee is always associated with the Lord, he picks up those dust particles. Those dust particles are with him because he's always situated at the lotus feet of Krishna. And then he carries those dust particles, and when he speaks to others, that sound vibration of Krishna and the Krishna's holy name, it enters into the ears along with those dust particles. And those dust particles purify one, they help one to remember his eternal relationship with Krishna. Although we had completely forgotten our relationship with Krishna, there is an awakening. Prabhupada said this awakening voice, nice phrase, awakening voice, it comes through the mouth of the acharya. Guru Mukha Padma Baka Chiteti Koriyai Akwa. This is the principle that hearing that sound vibration from the mouth of a pure devotee, consciousness becomes completely pure. Why? Because the pure devotee is always situated at the lotus feet of the Lord, and therefore he carries the dust particles. And it's those dust particles that actually awaken the living entity to his eternal relationship with Krishna. So one has to become a carrier of these dust particles. That's why pure Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wants us to be associated with the dust particles of the Lord. Ayinanda tunuchu kinkaram patitam papam bhajo kripaya tava pada pankaja stita duli sadhusham vichan. This stita duli, the dust of the lotus feet of the pure devotees, is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to teach us how to achieve this. So how do you get that dust of the lotus feet of the Lord? It's by the words of the pure devotee. So then purity is stressed so much in our movement, pure devotee. We have to approach a pure devotee. Why pure devotion is always stressed, which is becoming pure devotee? That is not actually for us, that purity. That purity is in service to the holy name. Because the holy name is Krishna himself, and the prediction is Vritti Priti Chatavaganagaradigram. The holy name will go in every town and the village of the world. How the holy name will go to every town and village of the world? How will he be carried there? who is carried through the sound vibration from the lips of a pure devotee. So this is why purity is emphasized so much. We should become pure devotees. Why? Then we can serve the holy name by taking the holy name all around the world. So the holy name has to have a carrier, a vahan. So that vahan is the mouth of the pure devotee. Jayapataka Maharaj was speaking about some places he went on his tour, North India. There are lots of meat eating going on in that place. He was even saying there are Rakshasas. They like to eat so much meat. And he went to some distant place and today he said he got someone to chant Hare Krishna, which he thought was very great. Someone promised to chant Hare Krishna. They'd never even chanted before. Yesterday he was saying that they gave up meat eating. They promised to give up meat eating. He went to a far distant place. It's like the end of the line in North India going up that way. But he went up there. There wasn't so many people, but still he went all the way there. And then he met some people, and one was interested. He promised to give up meat eating. That meat eating doesn't seem like a very big thing, not a big spiritual thing. But the fact is, it's not so much the meat eating, but because he accepted the words of a pure devotee. He actually surrendered to the words of the pure devotee. That's his great benefit. The meat eating itself is not such a real big thing, but the act of surrendering to the words of a pure devotee who told him shouldn't eat meat. That is his devotional service has now started. He's actually taken shelter and surrendered by hearing the sound vibration from the lips of a pure devotee. So we should be always anxious to become purified so we can serve the mission of our Guru, and by his mercy we can also carry and help him extend, spread Krishna consciousness, taking the holy name all over the world by the mercy of the saffron dust particles that he carries with him. Sri Jayapataka Swami Maharaj ki jai. Vyasa Puja Mahotsav Titi jai. Jai Go Premana.